Welcome to River City Plus. It is the show after the show, and we are keeping our creative vibe going on Plus this week. Today we are talking about a theater production focused on the Beverly Hillbillies, the original TV show. So this is Beverly Hillbillies, the music. Is this a musical? No. Oh, I was so hoping. I was wishful.
No, you're not. You don't want that. Trust me. You do not want it to be a musical.
So I've got Shelby and Josh here, and they are Granny and Jeb Grandpa. And yeah, I don't really get all of that. You guys seem a little young for those, but that's a beauty. He said it's the beauty of theater and production and acting. It's all in how you present yourself. Yeah,
The magic of theater, for sure. I mean, there's teenagers that are playing adults. There's adults that are playing teenagers. And I can't tell you too much more. Maybe you'll figure out the rest for yourself.
Oh, it's kind of Shakespearean in that. I got you. All right, so you guys are going to be at the Artistic Connection, the Artist Connection Theater, and this is over in Arlington. So before we get into the play, can we talk a little bit about that? Because this is a new venue for me.
I would love to talk a little bit more about Artist Connection Theater. So our website is artistconnectiontheater.org. I've been volunteering there for a couple of years. It's a wonderful, small but robust community theater in the Arlington neighborhood. I grew up in Arlington. I bought a house there in my adulthood. I live there now, and I used to have to drive all around town to take part in performing arts in Jacksonville. So we're really fortunate to have Artist Connection Theater in our neighborhood. We're also attracting talent and audiences from all over the region. And there's opportunities for everyone, young and old, experienced and completely new. You could learn how to run lights and program lights, sound, direct your own show. You can act, do costumes, props. There's so many opportunities to get involved in the performing arts at Artist Connection Theater.
So how important is it that creatives have opportunities like that? And then to make it even broader, bring it to Arlington, because people are really trying to revitalize Arlington and bring people back into the community. So how important is it that you guys are there for artists and creatives, but also for the community?
Do you want to speak on that?
Thank you, brother. It's big because, there's always sports. There's always little league teams and coaches, and there's going to be a population of youth that their athletics is not their go-to, and they want to pursue arts. So to provide a platform for that and be able to nurture, it's just a really good place, man. There's a lot of younger kids there that I've watched over the years that are now driving. A little scary sometimes, but they are, but it's just I have an athletic background, so I kind of that's kind of my analogy to it, is it's a whole lot of similarities between sports and theater. It's just a different game they're playing, and like Shelby was saying, they have such a broad range of things because some are very introverted and they do not want to be on the stage, so they're like hiding behind this curtain and running all the stuff that goes on behind, just like here, like all the stuff that nobody sees, it without it couldn't happen. It's just as important. So it is really, really important, equally with any other kind of extracurricular activities, just to keep youth moving in a positive direction. And then it gives opportunities for mentorship too, and a lot of other just really good values that get instilled through it.
Could I add a little bit?
No. Yeah, you can.
He's got the mic.
I know.
Tell her no. She won't even let me have it. I got to borrow yours.
So Josh comes from an athletic background. I come from an education background. And the one thing I love about theater is that there is a place for everyone, regardless of socioeconomic background, regardless of your neurodivergence. I love seeing my students partake in theater, and now I'm able to also share that with members of my community through Artist Connection Theater.
And so I'm a big proponent of supporting the kids wherever you can. And since so much of arts has been taken out of schools, this is definitely an opportunity for them to still get that fulfillment that, they're not actually getting in the brick and mortar. So kudos to you guys for doing all of that. Now let's talk about the show. So how did this production, why the Beverly Hillbillies?
Definitely the nostalgia factor. I know that both of our directors, Chris and Josh, it holds a really close place in their hearts. And every person in the cast also has a personal connection to the show. I loved it. Josh loved it. And so it's just been really important for us to sort of reminisce back, to a simpler time in a way, and bring forth these really beloved characters so that people can experience them in 3D right in front of them.
You got the concrete pond out there.
Yes.
If you know anything,
You've done your homework.
homework. I grew up. So when Janet told me you guys were coming, she had to do something else, so she pitched it to me, and I'm like, sweet. And so in my head, I'm thinking of the theme song, Black Gold, Texas Tea, and all that stuff. But I'm also mashing it up. I spent a lot of time watching a lot of old TV. So it was like Green Acres. So that's a song that stuck in my head. But then I'm mixing it with the Beverly Hillbillies as well. But yeah, this is an amazing concept because it's old school, but it will touch on so many different levels, no matter the age demographic and the story and plot, because it was funny back then. So I'm interested to see how you guys create all of this new energy. Who's Jethro?
Jethro's a young man named Ben. I don't even know Ben's last name at the moment, but he's super talented, and I don't want to give too much away, but artistconnectiontheater.org. You can find out everything you need to know. Shameless plug, but Jethro is he's kind of the life of it. Between him and Granny, they're the color in the whole thing, I feel like. There's another character, the Colonel, that man, he might be my personal favorite. It's a family story is what it is, and it's about morality and ethics. I mean, at the core of it, it's clearly a comedy. But there's a message there about diversity and about our judgments, is the whole thing with the country vibe and the vernacular that they use automatically kind of instills maybe an opinion that they're ignorant. You know what I mean? And no, it's farther from the truth. And maybe I'm giving away too much. artistconnectiontheater.org. Here, you better take this.
All right, so he is banned from the mic because he's giving away all of the plot lines. So, but it opens tomorrow at the Artist Connection Theater. Can we say that or not? So it opens tomorrow, and there's going to be 10 shows over the next 3 weeks.
Yes, over the next 3 weekends.
3 weekends, sorry, yeah. So it's going to be, I don't know, the Artist Connection. So she said, Josh, are you the director as well, or is that a different?
Another Josh.
Okay, so you didn't get to wear the power hat. Are you guys, so we are going to delve into it a little bit. Is the physical nature between like Jethro and Ellie Mae, is that all involved, or is there more about in the whip smart dialogue? And
there's definitely some wrestling that goes on. There's some switch getting. There's a lot of fun stuff. There's a lot of physical comedy that goes on. I play his mother-in-law, who came to try to help the family after the mom passed away. And our banter and our interactions on stage are so fun, and it's going to be a great time. There's a lot of verbal puns and jokes that everyone's going to enjoy as well.
Now, do you guys bring it a little bit more forward to this era, or do you guys still keep it back there in the 60s, kind of that back?
We try to keep it back. We try to keep it, but he's really not going to give me the mic. We try to keep it back, as close to the original. The challenge with doing something that's a classic television is people already have that expectation when they show up. Mm-hmm. They're expecting subconsciously to see the original Granny, and it's not the case. It's never going to be the case. Right. So that's where the artistic expressions come in. But as far as the period, yes, sir, it's pretty appropriate to the original that was in the 60s.
I love it. So the Beverly Hillbillies will be at the Artist Connection Theater in Arlington. The show opens tomorrow, October 25th. There will be 10 shows over the next 3 weekends. You can get your tickets. I'm going to let them plug the website.
At artistconnectiontheater.org.
Wait, they didn't get to see point, but he pointed at the camera like, only you. Everybody come out, support your locals. We love what our creatives are doing. So break a leg. And I love people that are like, good luck. No, you jinx me. So break a leg when it comes to arts. So kudos to what you guys are doing for the community, for the kids and beyond. And again, have great shows. And we look forward to seeing what the Artist Connection Theater Theater does in the future. If I had
Thank you for
$1
having
for
us.
every time we said that.
artsconnectiontheater.org.
.org, my bad. Got to get it org. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow at 10:15 for more River City Plus and 9:30 for River City Live.